Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And to all my brothers out here preaching this truth to you, I say Shalom. This is Amatazar from the Chicago camp coming back at you again with another lesson entitled, It Is Real. It is real. Um, So I was talking to one of the brothers here in Chicago, Howard Shy, and through conversation, we provoke each other to good works, and so we was reminiscing on when we was children watching WWF, and I remember crying like literally real tears. Okay, about 10 years old. Okay, I was born in '74, so this is about '84 or so. But I remember crying real tears when my mother told me that mess ain't real. I said it is real. She said it ain't real. So I I'm old school. Okay, you got Hulk Hogan, Ricky the Dragon, Steamboat, Andre the Giant, the Haiti Kid, and the Junkyard Dog, and then you have Jake the Snake. Okay, so I got them all in these thumbnails. Okay, but the scripture I have here, it says, this is Second Thessalonians 2:11, and for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. Okay, so today now I'm telling my mom that what she's believing and what she's what she thinks she's worshiping ain't real. Okay. All right, so the truth came out about the wrestling. Yes, she was right. It ain't real. She said, "How you gonna stand there and somebody gonna hit you in the back with a folding chair, and that's how you gonna react?" But so today I'll say the same thing. So you see in the thumbnail, you got these so-called black Christians, all right, in church and what they call praising God, okay, when in fact they don't know Him. This is Romans 10:1. It says, "Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to the Most High for Israel is that they might be saved. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. For they, being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness, and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High." Okay? All right, so you have all these different denominations, okay, and so especially in the so-called black church, you got Pentecostal, all right, and you got what is this? You got the Pentecostal, you got Baptist. These are some of the major uh, so-called black churches, all right, but it's all a zeal because black people, so-called black people, they spiritual. Oh, don't think they ain't. They spiritual about everything. But then at the same time, they in the biggest sins. So I remember, as a teenager, thinking about that circle, going to church, so called praising the Lord, and then still being in sin, in sin. There's no power in any of that. Okay? There's no power because that's just idolatry. Romans 11:7, it says, "What then Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for? But the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded." Okay? So it's not about going to church. It's about getting this truth. All right? And you're going to get this truth in the chief places of concourse. All right? In the highways and the byways, out on the hedges, in the street. That's where this truth comes. Okay? According as it is written, the Most High have given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, unto this day. And David saith, Let their table be a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their back always. All right. So King David was a prophet, and King David cursed wicked Israel. All right, for crucifying the Messiah. Okay, Hamashiach. All right, and we see that here in his curse. Isaiah 1 and 2. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for Yahweh hath spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. Ah, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken Yahweh. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. Why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart faint. From the sole of the foot even unto the head there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, and neither mollified with ointment. Okay? So Israel don't know the Lord. Okay? They don't know the Lord. Jake don't know the Lord in all forms. I'm talking about the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right? West Indians and Haitians. They don't know the Lord. Okay? Jake overwhelmingly, so-called black Jake, hey, he don't know the Lord. Okay? He's worshiping an idol. Same thing with Northern Kingdom. Okay, they just do it in the Catholic version or the Catholic version. This is Jeremiah 17 and 4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. Isn't it interesting that here in this captivity, we know that we were taken on ships and brought to this uh, to this land, and it just so happens our enemies, okay, who enslaved us, who put yokes of iron on our neck, who raped, robbed, and murdered our people, they gave you an image and said this is, they called it cheesy rice, right? And you've accepted it. You've accepted it. They just gave you an image and you've accepted it. So these same so-called black Christians right here, when they think about the Son of the Most High, this is what's in their mind right here. This image. Okay? And even if, let's just say, for instance, they say, oh well, we know Jesus wasn't white. Yeah, well, you still don't believe what the word says about him. You still don't believe that, Esau and all the heathen going into slavery. Okay? So, as I said, it's very interesting that in the land of our captivity, while we were discontinued from our heritage, our enemies taught us to serve this image. All right? And it's all secular history, simultaneously lynching, raping, robbing, and killing us. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 64. And the Lord Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. The scripture telling you that you're going to serve gods that you don't know. Okay? The scripture's telling you that you're going to be scattered. Now, the people who scattered you and the people who enslaved you, they gave you and force fed an image to you, and you're still to this day caught up in this image. Baruch 2 and 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But In the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves, and shall know that I am the Lord, their power. For I will give them a heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name. Okay? All right, so his name was a secret, okay, for a while. His name was not being called upon in the earth. All right. And now today you have men that are waking up, remembering themselves, but you don't see it. You 2/3 don't see it. In closing, Baruch, all right, 4:18. For he that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hands of your enemies. All right. So all these plagues that have come upon us, um, the scripture says that the Lord is going to deliver. It says, deliver you from the hands of your enemies. All right. So that time is approaching. Okay. So this has been, it is real. All right. This truth is real. All right. This WWF was not. It was very entertaining. Okay. Just like the so called black church is very entertaining. But guess what? It ain't real. This truth is real. I pray that this lesson has been edifying. Until the next one, Shalom.